Deceased Dead Planet issue 1 heads to Chicago, where Roy Harper spots the moving zombie horde headed their way. He tells the gathered people to go into the bunker as Gracie asks if the monsters will get them. However, Roy reassures her it's okay since, like always, they'll just wait them out. Suddenly, the zombified hero Fire arrives, cooking Roy alive in front of the little girl. Luckily, Shadowpact, led by John Constantine, arrive, battling the horde as Zatanna goes to deal with Fire, using her magic to snuff out the zombified hero's green flames, causing her to crash into a wall and die. Constantine tells the people that it will be alright, spotting Gracie as Swamp Thing appears, wanting to talk to him about a garden. John says that he's a little busy and maybe Alec wouldn't mind helping, so the Avatar of the Green shoots out his vines, impaling the entire advancing zombie army, making John wonder why he didn't just open with that. John says that he knows about the garden in Gotham, but Alex says that there is another garden in Australia. John says he won't be going to Australia, telling Alec that that place is dangerous before the undead, and he knows he won't just survive the undead just to step on a stonefish or be eaten by a drop bear. Alec becomes angered, telling him to shut up, which shocks the rest of the team since Alec is not known for his angry outbursts. Alex says that he is cut off from this other garden and he can hear it screaming and crying and he cannot ignore it any longer. He reveals that there are humans there as well and he believes John and the others should come with him to help them. John gives in, leaving the survivors in Red Hood and Ravager's hands. Jason and Rose take the survivors to Gotham and to the garden there, where they are welcomed in by Harley Quinn, who is upset that Detective Chimp isn't there with them. Inside the garden stands the Tower of Fate, which Poison Ivy mulls over, knowing that something is coming from the outside. She calls for Ken and Mary, who suit up and head out to deal with what's coming. Mary and Dr. Fate soon find the threat is actually just Wonder Girl and the injured Superman, who is bleeding out. Dr. Fate says that his wound is beyond his medicine and it is magical in nature, so Mary offers to take him inside. In the garden, the Earth 2 ship has arrived, with Damian meeting Jason for the first time in 5 years. Cassandra thinks that Damian being Batman suits him and he asks if Jason is okay with that, so Jason says that Bruce made many very bad decisions over the years, but this wasn't one of them, hugging his younger brother. Poison Ivy tells the arriving Green Lantern that she cannot bring in the infected Green Arrow, since they have kept the infection out for 5 years and they're not just about to let someone bring someone infected in. Dinah refuses to leave Oliver alone, but Pamela insists she will, or she will leave to fend for themselves. Dinah decides to leave, refusing to give up on her husband as Harley meets Cyborg's head, learning from him that there is a cure. Jason and Rose said that they have killed many of the infected they have come across, including friends and family, only now to find out that they could have been saved. But Damon says that there is no way they could have known that there was a cure. The heroes, however, don't know what the cure is, but Cyborg says that he spoke to the anti-life equation and it said there was a cure that's inside of him. Harley hopes that he can narrow that down a little bit, but Dr. Fate knows that with science and magic, they have some hope and they will find a cure. Damian goes to see Cassie, who isn't okay, saying that she dealt with the fact that Wonder Woman was gone, but she didn't want to watch her go again and she wasn't ready for it. Damian says that he's sorry and that he is there for her, removing his cowl to kiss her. At the Australian bunker, the Shadowpact find it surrounded by a ring of fire with thousands of undead circling the moat of blood, burning in the fires as they charge the garden. John knows that if Zatanna can lift them over the zombies and the moat of blood, then they can try and find a way through the hellfire and enter the garden. Zatanna gets to work, flying the team over the zombies and towards the blood moat, which Ragman notes is shifting in a strange way. Detective Chimp, however, realizes it's not blood, but it's too late as the infected plastic man shoots up into the sky, killing Ragman, Zatanna, and Blue Devil in an instant, as Detective Chimp, Swamp Thing, and Constantine fall into Eel O'Brien's maw, spotting 3 shadowy beings within the garden, watching them with uncaring eyes. Deceased Dead Planet issue 1 upped the body count considerably and revealed some surprising new relationships as Constantine and Swamp Thing go on a last-ditch, ill-fated effort to help the world and the Green. I have to say I got a good laugh right off the bat with Roy Harper just being murdered in a really gruesome way and killed in a way that wasn't even heroic. If there's one constant in the DCU, it's that Roy Harper gets dunked on and the Deceased universe is no different. The reunion of characters as well was really nice, and it was great seeing John, Red Hood, and all of those characters from the Unkillable series return, and I love the idea of their new team Shadowpact, even if it was just exactly the same as just ridiculously dark, and they all pretty much died this issue anyway. Damien and Cassie's seemingly budding romance is quite the surprise to me, and I actually don't mind it. I think it's pretty great, both of them being true successors to their quote-unquote parents and taking over their mantles. The series also teasing new villains is very cool, since just the constant threat of zombies would kind of wear thin for the third series in a row, so it's good we're building towards something else as well. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.